And on ABC, brought to you in part by Samsung QLED TV, the official TV of ESPN College Football.
If we lose this game, they're going to kick us out.
It's been over 700 days since they lost, and yet they are playing for respect.
We got to go 30-0. I mean, we ain't got no choice.
And we've played everybody. We're the second winningest team in the decade, 10-1 versus the SEC. We're beating Alabama, who's been the best. We're beating them 2 out of 3 national championship games.
Competing for a 5th straight ACC title, the Clemson Tigers feel slighted by the talk, or the lack thereof.
They don't talk about all the touchdowns.
Touchdown by Trevor Lawrence. Beat the end up the middle. Touchdown.
Give me a break.
This Virginia team is checking off goals.
B-Tech, Coastal, we got the ACC Championship Game.
And can now end the Tigers' historic streak.
We get beat, we're out.
On a championship Saturday night from the Queen City, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Virginia representing the Coastal, Clemson out of the Atlantic. It's the ACC Championship Game. And a very pleasant good evening, everybody. And welcome. With Brian Greasy, I'm Steve Levy. LSU trying to make a point that they should be number 1 in the country. And in the young history of the college football playoff, 1 is more important this year. You want to play 4, you definitely don't want to see Clemson in the semifinal.
Oh, no, and Dabo Swinney thinks his team should be number 1. Make no mistake, there's no argument Ohio State and LSU have better wins this year than Clemson. There's no question. But I would argue Clemson is the most dangerous team coming into the college football playoff. Dabo Swinney talked this week about selective amnesia, the media forgetting what this team has accomplished in past years. Don't forget what they did against Notre Dame and Alabama less than a year ago, 30-3. 44-16, and this team, the 2019 team, is better on offense and could be better on defense. They're not going anywhere in the championships.
Yeah, Dabo did a lot of talking this week. Oh, by the way, they've won 27 in a row. Todd McShay, are you on the Clemson train?
Listen, Clemson to me is the most unknown of the 3. There are 3 teams. Forget about the 4. There are 3 teams that belong in the top 4, if you will, this year. LSU's the most proven. Ohio State has been the most complete. When you look at Clemson, they may be great. They may be average. We just don't know. But at this point, I think we're going to find out a little bit more about them tonight. And they always get hot late in the season. They're so well coached, and it has so much to do with Dabo and the way they develop players and develop their team as the season progresses.
Usually when we talk about a team stumbling, it's about a loss. Even when Clemson, when they stumble, they still win. The 1-point win at North Carolina, and it's amazing. Since that point, Grease, they're outscoring opponents by 42 points. They're killing people.
And there's a lot of it is that they're getting better on the offensive side. Jeff Scott, Tony Elliott, their co-coordinators are finding ways to get their best players the football. T. Higgins, in this situation, lines up, and there's a corner over him, right? When you bring the motion over, now you get T. Higgins lined up on a linebacker instead of the corner. That guarantees him a free release up to the second level, and when the safety peeks to the inside route with free release and T. Higgins, this is a house call. You're getting more creative sets from this offense in the red zone. Bunch set. You put T. Higgins at the point, the spear of that bunch, it guarantees 2 things. 1, you're going to get press man-to-man coverage, and the second thing is you're getting yourself as much room to the field to throw the fade as possible. These are 2 examples of creative sets that Jeff Scott and Tony Elliott are using late in the season. You're going to see more and more of this, getting your best players in the best position to win.
Did you see game day this morning? I thought something was missing. Something was missing, right?
Yeah, where's Maria?
Maria Taylor was missing. She's here with us in Charlotte tonight. Good evening.
Yeah, I was coming to hang out with you guys on Championship Saturday. Well, for Virginia, Bryce Perkins tells me that he was trying to find all of the great ways and advantages that you can gain when you're playing offense against Clemson. So what did he do? He turned to that UNC matchup, that 1-point victory that Clemson had. He said he saw a lot of opportunities for them to utilize that slight edge. He also mentioned the fact that he can't even remember how many times that he watched that game over and over again. And we all know that Bryce Perkins is going to have a really great showing, and he has to. The guy that's thrown for over 3,000 yards and rushed for nearly 687, well, he's going to have a great one if they want to win a title tonight, guys.
Yeah, don't want to say it's all on Perkins, but it's all on Perkins for the offense. Bit ho-hum here for Clemson. They're here every year. Bit of a Super Bowl for Virginia tonight. Opening kick on the way.